Are you feeling stuck in your business or your personal life? Did you know that you may have trapped emotions that are holding you back from achieving the results you want in both your business and professional life? Well, all of us have trapped emotions, and they're unprocessed negative emotions. You might call this baggage, issues, hang-ups, or some people might call it karma. But these trapped emotions are actually lodged in your body your entire life, and they can actually be inherited from ancestors as well. Now, trapped emotions aren't exclusive to humans, they can also be in your pets. So, my name is Dana Smithers. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. And the reason that I got interested in the emotion code is because I was having some pain issues myself that doctors and x-rays couldn't seem to give me any reason why I was having them, and I could take pain pills, but I didn't really want to do that. And another issue that I was having was in my business, and I really wanted to move it forward with this new program that I had, but something was just stopping me and I wasn't sure what that was. So I actually hired an emotion code practitioner and hired that person for 3 sessions. And the first session, I definitely felt a shift in my back. It felt better. And I actually started writing out more of the program that I wanted to launch. So by the time I got to the third session, the back pain was gone. And I actually did get my program launched, and it was very successful. So I am a believer in the emotion code, and I know that it does work. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information about it. Also, if you want to have an emotion code session with me, then I'm going to explain to you how it will actually work. So the emotion code was written by a chiropractor, Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he wrote this book in 2007. And he's got thousands of practitioners around the world now, and he does a lot of workshops and seminars and webinars to get the word out there, because he found as a chiropractor he wasn't always getting to the pain that he needed to, and sometimes he couldn't find an answer to it. So he got interested in the emotion code and then created a whole business around it. So you might find that you're stuck in your relationship, maybe your finances, keep having the ups and downs, and you're really tired of that same old money story. Or maybe you're in business and you just can't seem to get your business growing. If you have a pet, I've worked on quite a number of dogs and cats myself. Other practitioners have worked on horses and had great results as well. But I know that some of the dogs I've worked on, the biggest issue seems to be barking at other dogs, and when they go out for walks, they're barking at these other dogs and sometimes have to be muzzled. So the emotion code can be used on that to release these trapped emotions. So even dogs that are feeling a little bit lethargic, you might find that animals can get depressed as well, and there may be trapped emotions. So Dr. Bradley Nelson talks about a trapped emotion can also cause pain in your body. As I mentioned with my back, they weren't able to find any medical reason for it. So you could have a sore hip, a knee, a neck, whatever. We want to make it really clear, though, that the emotion code is not doesn't give any diagnosis. We're not doctors in any way. We don't offer cures, but we do acknowledge that we can release trapped emotions, and we have the results to show that. So I'm going to walk you through the process. So it kind of goes like this. We take a look at what your trapped emotions are. And these trapped emotions are actually unprocessed negative emotions. And since I'm also a law of attraction trainer and business coach, I know all about energy. So the emotion code is actually a form of energy healing. And we're going to do this energy healing through muscle testing. So we find out what's going on, what the issue is pain or emotional. And then we want to check in on what's the severity of it. So, we're looking at going, is it as high as a 10, or is it somewhere in the middle? So we're going to ask that question when we first get together with you, or if you're working with me, I'm going to ask that question: how severe is the pain, or how severe is the situation? And then, since I'm most likely doing this through the phone, I might be doing it through Skype, I might be doing it through a program called Zoom, or you may just even send me an email. And so I'm going to be what's called a proxy. This just means that since I can't do the muscle testing on you, which is releasing the trapped emotions, I am going to use myself as the proxy. So sometimes let's say I'm working on your pet, or you have a child and the child's too young to actually go through this or do the testing with, then we use what's called a surrogate. So you would become the surrogate, and I would look at the trapped emotions through you in that case. And what we use here is the emotion code chart, which Dr. Bradley Nelson created, and it actually looks like this. It's got a list of 60 emotions. Some are in column A, some are in column B, some are in an even row or an odd row. And so I'm just going to do, with your permission, so I'm going to ask you permission, may I go ahead and do the muscle testing through you? And the muscle testing involves, so this is muscle testing, that's the next step, and I use a certain form of muscle testing. You may be familiar with people muscle testing their arm, or someone will say, my name is Dana, and I might say, my name is Dana, and my arm stays nice and strong, because everything is going into my subconscious mind. That's where we're actually working here. So in your subconscious, right there, that's what's going to tell me. If I said my name is Henry, then my arm would go down. So that's the most common form of muscle testing. There's other muscle testing with the sway test, going back and forth. If you go forward, it's a positive emotion or reaction, and if you go back, it's negative. So that's called a sway test. I use something like this. This is my muscle test. So if I ask the question, is there a trapped emotion that is causing this person, I would use your name because I've asked permission to be you, to move forward in their business. And if it's a yes, it stays like that. And if it's a no, then my hand just goes like that. And then I just work through the list of the emotions that are there. So once we go through a series of questions, usually 3 to 6 trapped emotions will come up per each issue. And what I do to release that is I actually use a magnet to release it. So you can use something as simple as a kitchen magnet, but I've actually got a magnet that Dr. Bradley Nelson provides. And what I do then, because all of the energy is magnetic, it's actually going to rise up. And when it rises up, I work with this major meridian in your head. And again, because you're not here, I'm going to use myself as the proxy. So I just take it and I just kind of swipe that magnet over my head a number of times. If it's your issue and if it's inherited, we do it a little bit differently. So we're doing this whole thing. Usually it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to clear one issue, and then your body will be doing the processing. So you may feel very tired. Some people tell me that, whoa, that's a lot. You may even find yourself that you're feeling a little bit upset. You might want to go take a nap. On the other hand, you may go, wow, I just feel absolutely amazing. You go out and you start doing the things that you wanted to do, or you just feel like the whole world seems clearer to you, and you're more focused and you're more energized. You can process during the emotion code session, or you may find that it takes a day or two or some processing, or something may come up in your subconscious, a circumstance from a long time ago that you totally forgotten about, because our subconscious is really kind of like the hard drive in a computer. Everything is still there. So when we can actually get to it by tapping into these emotions, asking certain things about it, then situations that you remember something may come up, or you may not remember it at all. And the emotions that come out may or may not be directly related to that particular incident. So you could have the same trapped emotion that's happened in certain various times in your life. Maybe you had one emotion of hatred or anger or shame or jealousy or effort unreceived, and that happened a lot in your life. Then each session we would release that emotion, but it may come up again because it may, most of us have lived a long life. So this can start right in the womb. So depending on your age, then there may be a lot of emotions to release. So that's kind of what it is in a nutshell. And I invite you to, think about it, take a look at more information on my website, and just decide for yourself, is this something that you think would help you? Or, as I said, is it a pet that you have? So you can go to danasmithers.com/release trapped emotions. So I look forward to working with you if you feel that now is the time to release some of those emotions in your life and feel happier, live a richer, fuller life. I really, really, really wish that for you if this resonates with you.